That Hadi Matar attacked and nearly killed Salman Rushdie on the stage at Chautauqua 4 years ago was never in dispute here. What jurors had to weigh, though, was whether that attempt to kill Rushdie was made in order to help a known terrorist organization. That's what he was charged with here federally. Well, it didn't take a jury long to decide that that is what happened, deliberating only about 2 hours before pronouncing their guilty verdict. And this came after hearing closing arguments in the case just this morning.
Following the publication of Rushdie's book, The Satanic Verses, in the 1980s, the Ayatollah Khomeini, branding the book blasphemous, issued a fatwa or death order for Rushdie, which was later endorsed by Hezbollah. Prosecutors alleged that in attacking Rushdie, Matar moved to carry out the fatwa, thus providing or attempting to provide support for a terrorist group. In his half-hour closing statement, Assistant U.S. Attorney Timothy Lynch reviewed items seized from Matar following his arrest, including a phone with lock-screen pictures of several Hezbollah figures and the fake driver's license found on Matar with a phony name comprised of a combination of Hezbollah leaders and a date of issuance significant to Hezbollah. This ID was a message that he was doing this for Hezbollah, said Lynch. In urging the 8-man, 4-woman jury to use their common sense, Lynch further stated, these aren't coincidences, and if they are, he's either the unluckiest man in the world or he's guilty of what he's been charged with. In his even longer closing argument, Matar's lawyer, Nathaniel Barone, insisted Hadi Matar acted completely independently, free of any coordination with, control by, or support from Hezbollah, and that the government failed to prove otherwise. Noting much of the evidence in the case was circumstantial, he told jurors the government was asking them to speculate. They could take what they wanted evidence-wise and twist it to what they needed in order to connect the dots. But you only know when you have real evidence, and you don't have that in this case.
But again, the jury disagreed with that argument and sided with the prosecution in finding Hadi Matar guilty. Now, Matar's lawyer told me just minutes ago that he was surprised with the quickness at which the verdict came down. Again, about 2 hours. Matar himself showed no outward signs of emotion when the verdict was read. He is due to be sentenced now on November 3rd, where he faces the possibility of life in prison without the possibility of parole. Live on your side in downtown Buffalo, Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.